to the vlog. Today I'm going to take you guys out and show you some things about my 2015 Camaro. I know you guys have seen a couple videos on the channel of that, not too many of them. So I thought I would go over the mods list with you today and talk to you about cam install, what all's involved, how much power you can expect to make, headers, what's the best thing to go with. My personal recommendation, everybody's going to have an opinion on this one, but I'm going to give you my thoughts on headers, intake, and a cam. Also, as far as an exhaust system, what to expect if you have an NPP exhaust, what can it sound like if you leave it stock and you do a fuse pull, things like that. We're going to cover all that today, so stay tuned. So Samuel, where are we at?
We're at Foster Signs.
We're at Foster Signs. No solicit. We're breaking all the rules today. How's it going?
Hey, good.
Is Justin or Garrett here?
Garrett is looking for something, I think.
What's going on, man?
No, come on back. He's probably in the back.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Sam can't come.
Stuck. What's going on, man? What you say, Dave?
What do you know, bud?
Just come hang out. There he is. There's my man right there.
Doing all right today?
Yeah, how about you?
I'm good.
Yes, sir. I'm vlogging you on the job. Look at him. No, we're just hanging out. We didn't have anything better to do, so we thought we'd come and say hey.
Hey, are you recording?
Yeah, still recording. Actually, we wanted to look at vinyl wraps on the Camaro. Not color shift. We talked about this. That was crazy expensive. But look at him.
There's your man to talk to right there.
But hey, that's the color. Brushed black metallic.
I like it. My hair is going away.
Dude, I think you look fantastic. Just start wearing a hat every day. That's what I did. It just hides everything. So if you start to lose your hair, man, I'm off all week. I don't go back till the 2nd.
What?
Till the 2nd. That's when I go back. It's gonna be great. That's why I figured I'd come over this week and get a prize. Need a haircut?
Yeah, well.
This color right here,
That's what we're looking at.
black metallic.
Brushed black metallic, or you've got either do brushed or we're gonna do like brushed steel. Steel's kind of cool too.
And it's expensive also.
It is. Home improvement at Foster Signs.
We got a strip mall here.
Well, Garrett, thanks for letting us come by and aggravate you and look at the different wraps. And I think we're gonna let you get back to work.
See y'all. Don't hit you on the way out.
Yeah, don't let that sign hit you on the way down, buddy. Hey, holler at me sometime. We'll do something. Bye. So, $3,500 bucks.
First experience at Foster Signs was alright.
Yeah.
I wish I worked there.
You know, if you worked at Foster Signs, you would probably have 3 boats at this point, and maybe like 5 cars if you actually worked here. What we need to do
I work
is
at Lowe's and Home Depot is bet. I'm just kidding.
I think that's a Trackhawk or a Trailhawk or an SRT. Super nice. What do you think of that? It's alright.
Nothing wants to stick to it. Right. So if I coat the vehicle and then later on you come back and say, hey, I want that clear ball in there, and you're like, well, I'm going to charge you double because I'm going to have to strip that coating.
What's going on, man? Hanging out. I was wanting to see about, I remember we talked about doing that paint correction, possibly doing like a clear wrap on the front. I was going to check and see about getting that quoted today, or I want to see this thing. See how good the wrap is.
Too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now.
It's quite a nice place here to work out of. You know, I gotta say, this would be kind of like a dream garage to have a warehouse like this that you could work out of.
Dude, it's like a Grand Theft Auto garage.
You know, it kind of is. It is like a Grand Theft Auto garage. This place is crazy, man. It's pretty neat. Bad. All right. Well, that was cool. I think that was educational. Jeep sounded bad. This thing sounds badder. That cam life, though. Well, we got our number, got our name down. So hopefully we'll hear back pretty soon about some paint correction. Because it sounds like a vinyl wrap is going to be $975 just to do the brushed black, just the material alone. It's quite a lot, but at the same time, it's kind of worth it. But I feel like I could do paint correction and probably the clear wrap for $1,000 or $2,000. I wouldn't think it'd be much more than that. Of course, I'll get a call with a quote and everything, hopefully today. But I definitely am going to do a clear wrap, a protective film, and I'm definitely going to get this little place fixed on my front bumper. And we may rewrap the hood later, but the hood's in pretty good shape on my 1LE right now, so I probably won't do anything with that. So I guess let's head back and find something else cool to do. What you can expect to pay if you have a 5th gen Camaro, it looks like it's going to run you about $3,500 to do a good wrap and get the jams and everything. Now obviously if you go with a different style that's not brushed, it's cheaper, you may be more about the $3,000 range, but it's around almost $1,000 a roll for the brush steel. It's about $970, $950 was what I was looking at there. We've got cold air inductions intake, and this little guy here set me back $450, $400, somewhere in there. By the time you pay taxes on it, not bad. And another thing I did just to kind of make it different, I opted for a heat wrap on that intake, kind of keep any kind of heat down going into the intake itself. I felt like it helped out a little. Also, I got stainless works headers down here. Kind of hard to see in these 5th gens. They're kind of packed in there, but it's got stainless works headers on it. A couple other things this car also has is a Texas speed cam. It's running a 640 lift, 232 intake, 242 exhaust. That is their stage 3 cam, and it's basically a street application cam that's a shelf cam, and they're not too bad to get a hold of. You can find them at any local shops. They'll take care of you on it. Now, I did take this car to Lethal Performance in Morristown. Brandon Loy is your guy. That is he did the install on the cam and the tune. And this car, I've got the dyno sheet at home. It made 495 rear wheel horsepower and 451 foot-pounds of torque. It made its max power at 6,000 RPMs, so pretty much right at the top of the red line is where this car made all of its power. So it pulls hard all the way to $6,000. And it's a screamer. It's so much fun to drive this car around. It just keeps pulling through all the gears. It just keeps going. You know, the muscle truck, it's so different than this because you nail it in the muscle truck and the torque is just instantaneous. You hit it and it feels so fast at first, and then it starts to kind of fall off. With this car, it pulls and it just keeps on pulling. It's so much fun to drive. And the fuel mileage, okay, a lot of people ask, if I do a cam, will this affect my drivability and my fuel mileage and things like that? Not really. Fuel mileage stayed around, I'm probably getting 17 in the city, keeping my foot out of it. 26 on the highway, keeping my foot out of it. And the drivability, you will notice a slight buck with this cam. If you're rolling at a very low speed in first gear, the one thing you will notice is at 5 to 10 miles an hour and trying to let the car accelerate under its own power, you will surge. That 640 lift cam, you know, the duration and the lobe separation, this is a 112 LSA, which is the lobe separation. So it's a pretty aggressive street cam, but it does very well, and it's still drivable. I mean, you have to understand that you can't run this car 6th gear at 40 miles an hour like you could have stock. Lugging it around, you know, trying to keep the RPMs down and save fuel, or, you know, trying to keep your foot out of it, keep it quiet. You're not gonna do that now. If you do run this car that low, you're gonna get a lot of surging, a lot of bucking, and it's really hard on it. It sounds so bad. So I try to run at 5th gear at 50, 55. I'll go to 6th. But for most of my just city driving, I try to keep the RPMs up with this cam, but it's really not too bad. I haven't noticed a huge loss as far as the fuel mileage or the drivability. Is not really that bad either. I'd really recommend doing a stage 3, Texas speed, something around these same specs that I've got, guys. Great cam choice for an LS3. I've had 0 issues with the car. All I've done is just changed oil and checked tire pressure, and that's it. Hope this provides some info, guys. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Stay tuned for some more footage. Like I said, I'll provide an update on this, and we'll give you guys the full rundown on how much this paint correction cost and install time and everything else involved in it. Thanks for watching, guys.